Commander Vralkesh stood before the Titan hangar, his crest feathers dulled with frustration. Behind him, the Galactic Council's finest pilots limped away from their latest failed attempt, their bodies racked with neural feedback burns. The Titans had been discovered 3 years ago on the dead world of Archeon Prime, 12 colossal war machines, each standing 200 meters tall, their origins lost to time. Every species in the Federation had tried to pilot them. Every species had failed. The neural interface is incompatible with all known biology, Dr. Sithra explained for the 100th time, her multiple eyes dim with exhaustion. The feedback loop is too intense. It's designed for something with an impossible pain tolerance and processing speed that. Commander. A security officer rushed forward, his scales flushed with alarm. We have an intruder in Hangar 7. Vralkesh's combat instincts flared. The Titans were the most valuable discovery in Federation history. If a rival power had sent saboteurs. He sprinted toward the hangar, security team following. What he found made him freeze mid-stride. A human child, no more than 12 standard years, stood at the base of Titan 07, her small hand pressed against the giant machine's access panel. She wore a simple colony jumpsuit, her dark hair pulled into a messy ponytail. Get away from there! Vralkesh shouted. The girl turned, revealing tear-stained cheeks. I just wanted to see it up close. My dad was one of the pilots who tried. He's still in medical. Before anyone could react, the Titan's chest compartment suddenly blazed with light. The neural interface, dormant for 3 years, roared to life. The machine took one thunderous step forward, and everyone scattered. Everyone except the girl. She stood transfixed as a neural tendril extended from the Titan's cockpit, moving with impossible gentleness. It touched her forehead, and she gasped. No! Sithra screamed. The feedback will kill her. But the girl didn't fall. Her eyes widened, pupils dilating as the connection established. Then, impossibly, she smiled. It's not trying to hurt anyone, she whispered. It's lonely. The Titan knelt, bringing its cockpit to ground level. The girl walked forward as if in a trance and climbed inside. The moment she settled into the pilot's seat, the entire machine hummed with power. Vralkesh's communicator exploded with alerts. Sir. All 12 Titans are activating. They're synchronizing with Titan 07. Inside the cockpit, visible through the transparent neural interface chamber, the girl's face showed intense concentration. But there was no pain, no agony like the other pilots had experienced. Instead, she looked peaceful. Systems nominal, the Titan's voice boomed through external speakers, but it carried a strange dual quality, mechanical and young simultaneously. Neural compatibility, 98%. Pilot designation, Emma Chen, age 11.73 standard years. Species, human. Dr. Sithra's scanner nearly fell from her trembling appendages. The neural load she's processing, it would liquefy a Korthan battle mind. How is she surviving? Because humans are deathworlders, Vralkesh said softly, understanding dawning. Their pain tolerance, their neural plasticity, their ability to form emotional bonds with anything. The Titan, with Emma inside, stood to its full height. It moved with fluid grace no previous pilot had achieved, like the machine and child were dancing rather than fighting for control. Commander Vralkesh, Emma's voice came through clearly, the Titans aren't weapons. They're guardians. They've been waiting for someone who could understand loneliness, who could endure the connection, who could. She paused, searching for words, who could be their friend. A human child, Sithra breathed. Not our strongest warriors or most advanced AI. A child. Over the next hours, as Emma remained connected to the Titan, the truth emerged. The Titan's creators had built them with neural interfaces designed for a species that could endure immense suffering while maintaining compassion. They'd waited millennia for pilots who combined resilience with empathy, strength with gentleness. They'd waited for humans. When Emma finally emerged from the cockpit, exhausted but unharmed, she carried a message from the Titans. They would serve the Federation, but only with human pilots. And not just any humans, they preferred the young ones, whose minds were still flexible enough to truly bond, whose hearts were still open enough to understand. "We thought we needed warriors," Vralkesh said, watching as 11 more human children were brought forward, each selected by a different Titan. "No," Emma said simply, holding his gaze with surprising maturity. "You needed friends. The Titans have been alone for so long. We understand what that feels like." As the 12 Titans stood in formation, each now bonded with a human child, Vralkesh finally understood. Humans weren't just Deathworlders who could survive impossible conditions. They were something far more valuable, beings who could endure anything and still choose kindness.